Romeo and Juliet.
I was just helping my nephew with Romeo and Juliet, so that reminded me of that song. I don't know if you heard that song. It's called Fire from the Pointer Sisters, 1970s. So if you're looking for something new to listen to today, it's good. It's a good song. So anyway, my nephew was writing a paper on Romeo and Juliet, and we were trying to find quotes, and I haven't read it since high school, so I was brushing up. Last week I was doing physics. I don't know if I told you that, but physics was really bad. Today we're going to talk about branding, so I'm going to do 2 short videos today, just to break it up a little bit. So we're going to talk about branding, and I just want to talk about branding, logos, like all the time. This is why I love teaching marketing. So we're going to have a content-heavy day the next couple of days, and then Tuesday is just going to be an all-day work day. So lots of stuff for you to look at, and then Tuesday I just want you to like hammer some stuff out, get some stuff done. So branding, super fun to talk about. A lot of people think a brand and a logo are the same thing. They're actually 2 different things. So brands are actually like the holistic view of your company. Like, what do people feel when they hear your name? What do they experience? What's your image? Um, what resonates with people when they hear the name of your company or your person or whoever you're marketing. A logo is actually just the physical like picture that goes along with your name. It's the McDonald's arches, obviously, but a logo can also be the name of your company. So like Famous Footwear doesn't have a picture that goes with it. It's just the name of the company. At least I don't think they do. So anyway, so we're gonna talk about branding and logo, but today we'll just talk about branding or this screencast. So what do you need to do to create your brand? And this is something that you're, again, not going to just do today. You're going to kind of create it, evolve it over the course of this campaign. And the next few days of work will help you to put together your social media campaign. And just know that you're not going to have everything done until the end of May 20th, 23rd. But putting in your work now will allow you a lot more time to revisit and revise and just kind of get what you want this end product to look like. So first you want to look at your competitors. And I don't know what you guys are all choosing. I'm excited to look at those on Friday. But you want to look at what kind of brands they have. What are their colors? What are their images? What's the meaning of their brand? Think about the words that they use in their social media posts, the pictures they use. A lot of times the pictures are their target market. What kind of messaging efforts do they have? Are they consistent? Look for flaws in them as well, which is pretty easy to do. Like, what are some things that you could do better? How do they market? And then how can you differentiate from your competitor in your brand? Save all this information into your notebook, however you're collaborating or collecting your information, your mood board, notebook, wherever you're assembling. And I have some really helpful links. To be honest with you, I just kind of overlinked everything because I'm so excited about all the resources. There's just gajillions of them. And I try to update them every time I teach branding, which I haven't taught for a couple of years. So this is really fun. So I did update most everything. Okay, so look at what the purpose is behind your brand, and I'll show you that in just a couple minutes. What are some keywords that you want to evoke when people hear the name of your company? What do you want them to be thinking about? What kind of pictures do you want them to um, visualize in their head when they think about your brand? Why is it that you exist? So think beyond like the basic reasons a company exists, which are to make money and to serve customers. So think beyond that. Like, what is it that really makes you exist? And think about the companies that you're in love with and why they exist. Maybe there's some sort of social identification. Maybe it's something that really rises passion out of you. And we'll talk about that. Hopefully you found some in the examples that you looked at from other people in the class. That's kind of fun to look at what their passions are. What differentiates you? What kind of problem are you going to solve? And that's really what you're doing with your brand. And then develop your brand's mission statement. So this is actually something, this is not on the rubric, but it may help you to develop your brand. It's an optional thing on the rubric. I don't even think I have it on there. What is the reason that you exist? And that's a mission statement. That's like a whole nother 2 weeks, actually a week, developing a mission statement. You can kind of Google mission statements of the companies that you posted in the spreadsheet last week and take a look at what they have for a mission statement. A lot of times mission statements are developed over the course of a couple of months. Sometimes companies like go away on a retreat, develop their mission statements. They really pick key like buzzwords and words that resonate with everyone in the company and customers and what they want people to feel. Usually a mission statement has like a wow factor to it. After you hear it, you go, oh, that's cool, or kind of a wow factor to it. Um, and then what are some of the benefits of your brand? This will help you to develop it. Why do you exist? Dig deeper into what others have to offer. I mentioned that before. Why is it that your customers will choose your brand over others? So here are some examples of reasons that people might choose yours over others. And then build your brand voice. So what do you want it to sound like? Like when I call you a cellular versus calling Cricket, I use Cricket Wireless. It's just like two different voices. When I go into Ann Taylor and pick out clothes versus when I go into Zoomies, it's totally two different voices. I remember the first time I walked into Zoomies and they're like, "Sup?" I was like, whoa, that was so kind of offensive to me for like a hot second. And then I was like, no, I am not their target audience. It's not supposed to be what I want. It's supposed to be what their target audience wants. So it was kind of funny. So think about what your voice is. And again, it needs to match with your target audience. Here are some voices that companies have used. It's kind of fun. I use Cricket here. Virgin America. Look at their tweets to see what their voice is. It's pretty funny and comical. Cricket Wireless, look at the language on their website and the color scheme that they use. Tom's Shoes, look at what their brand represents. Just a lot of different voices that are in those brands. Here's a visual that I found in one of the resources that I think I posted, your brand's personality spectrum. So are you any of these? So are you personal and friendly versus corporate and professional? So kind of just look through these and think about what your brand is representing. And again, you could change your mind, but think about what your target market wants. And again, get outside of yourself. If your target market is not you, think about what that audience wants. So there's just a million resources on here um, out there for branding. Take a look at those and kind of think about what your voice should be for your brand. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.